Hi, and welcome back to another episode of Key Cakes and Arts. We are obviously caking today. Today is a simple tutorial. It is a follow-up of the first video, which would be right here. In the first video, I explained to you guys how to cut, layer, fill, and crumb coat a cake. And this one, we're going to be teaching you how to ice that crumb coated cake perfectly. So if you're interested in how I got this, keep watching and see how it goes.
Hey guys, so we're going to start off this video with the crumb coated cake that we made in the very first video. We're going to have some icing in our bag and we're just going to use it to cover our whole cake. You can use a spatula for this, but I prefer to use a piping bag just because it's quicker and you can make sure you get an even amount all around the cake. Sorry if I'm sounding a little different. I just spent the first half of my morning crying. It's a part of my morning routine now. But anyways, as you see, I'm putting a plop of icing on top, and then I'm going to use my angled spatula to spread it evenly across. After that, I'm going to take my acrylic spatula. You can use a metal spatula or a plastic spatula. I just prefer to use acrylic. And I'm going to take that to spread the icing around. And if you look closely at my fingers, I am purposely spreading them apart like this because it makes sure that I'm putting an even amount of pressure throughout the entire side of the cake and not too much pressure on the top or too much pressure on the bottom. So now that your sides are fairly smooth and even, you're going to go in with your angled spatula and scrape all of the excess icing off the top. And to do this, you just use your angled spatula, like I said before, and push all of the icing to the middle. And each time you push the icing to the middle, you want to make sure that you go back and scrape the icing off the angled spatula just to make sure that your top part will be as sharp and smooth as possible. Now from here, we're going to pop this bad boy in the fridge or freezer, whichever you prefer. And back to you, Kiara.
Our cake has been in the freezer for a while, so now it allows us to get more of an even, neater look. And so you can stop right here if you want to, because this is a fairly decent iced cake. Or like I said, you can take it out of the fridge and try to get a little neater. So we're just going to try to do that. So also note, depending on the type of icing you use, depends on how you do this step. So I have a meringue buttercream, which is gonna get fairly hard in the fridge. Another method you can use that I never feel like using is boiling some hot water on your stove and then just kind of sitting your acrylic disc or metal disc or whatever in it. Don't sit your acrylic disc in it too long though, because it might melt. I don't know, but hot water, some type of scraper, put it in there and it, makes it nice and pretty. I just never ever feel like doing that. So now you want to come through two different ways you can do it depending on, there's two different ways that you can make the top real smooth. You can either put it in the freezer for a really long time and then cut it like this. But I don't feel like doing that today, and that method sometimes requires too much work for me. So we're gonna do it this way, where we're just kind of sliding it off and making it look real like neat and pretty. And then just going back on the top and just making sure it's flat all the way through. I like to bend down to kind of see what's going on, what's not going on, to just really make sure that my cake is even all around and the top is as flat as possible. Okay, so now I'm just okay guys, And this is how you perfectly ice a cake. You can use any color you want to. I just use pink because I like pink. But yeah, I hope you guys like this video. If you'd like to know how to decorate this cake, you can watch the next video that's coming out. It should be out by now. If not, then...
Alright, so yeah, that video is in fact not out, and it won't be out for another 2 weeks or so. Also, there is unfortunately no clip of next week's video. Yeah, sorry about that, but thanks for watching. Make sure you comment, like, and subscribe. I will see you guys next week. Peace, love, and hair grease.